Hey Joyriders, welcome back to my channel. I'm Joy, and Peanut and Honey are up front taking a nap. We went for a long walk today, and I would have recorded that, but I was talking with my sister on the phone. So maybe if tomorrow's nice, we'll get to do it again tomorrow. It's right across from the commuter lot where we stay, is right over there, and this part of this really big park out here. The park extends over near my sister's house, and she didn't believe it was the same park. And I'm telling her, girl, I read the sign. It's the same park. My allergies are bothering me a little bit, so I'm a little stuffy. I've been taking some allergy pills. I didn't take any. I was supposed to take them last night when I went to bed, but I forgot to take them, and then I was going to take them again today, and I didn't. So I'm going to take them tonight before I go to bed, because they really do help me. These pills, they're prescribed by the doctors, and they really help me with my allergies. So I don't mind taking those. You know, I don't like to take medication, but those I don't mind. So you might be saying, Joy, what you working on? I see you crocheting. Yes, I'm crocheting. So today, March 22nd, 2025, my niece had a baby today. My sister became a grandma. So I'm making this blanket for my great nephew. See? It's actually coming out pretty nicely. You guys can see there's some loose strings that I gotta tie off, but I'm almost done with it. It's actually pretty big, and I think this will be like my last go around. And I might do like 2 rows of single crochet or something, just to be like a little border or something. But anyway, I got really great news, guys. I got really great news, and I am excited because next weekend I am gonna go to Maryland to get all of my things out of Mr. Blue finally, and send Mr. Blue on his merry way. I thought about putting a motor inside of Mr. Blue because I absolutely love that van. But the problem is that that van has too many cosmetic issues wrong with it. So with that being said, I would put so much more money into that van just to get it fixed. And Fifi's older than him. She's a 2000, but he is no, she's a 99. He's a 2000. So she's older. But her cosmetic issues are not nearly as bad as his. So I can deal with Fifi and her issues. So remember I was telling you guys about the Lord, what's wrong with my brain? About the registration in South Dakota. So wait, before I do, this is the wall that I did not put anything up to. So this is not the wall that's pink. Remember I got sick and it stopped all of my progress. So that's not the wall that has the pink on it. That wall is over there. I had to pull my my robe down. It's bunched up under me. Anyway, so I got my pajamas on and I got my robe on top of it because it was a little chilly. And my You see, I don't have no sleeves. So anyway, I got to tell you guys that registration really does work. And I meant to take a picture of the actual package that it came into because it came in priority mail. I paid for it priority. And I tried to do this video the other day for y'all, but it didn't come out right. So I just deleted it. But anyway, so let's go over again how you do it, guys. I told you in my other video, and I was a little skeptical. You guys were a little skeptical. So I did a little more research, like you all suggested, because I had to mail my title off. So I had to, call South Dakota, the Treasurer's Department or something it's called. I had to call them and talk to somebody on the phone. You really don't have to talk to them, because if you listen to the automated message, it will tell you everything on there. You need the application. You need to complete the application. Make sure you got your cell phone number or your telephone number and your email address on the application. Fill it out completely. Send, if you already have the title in your name, you just need to send your title. If you just bought a vehicle, make sure that the seller signed the title, you sign the title, and if you have a bill of sale, send that too. That means you bought the vehicle. I set my title, my bill of sale, I copied the front and back of my driver's license, and I sent the copy of my social security card. Okay? They want all of those things. I sent a certified letter, because when I sent the certified letter, I knew exactly when they got the package. Okay? I got a text to my phone saying that they received it. Once they receive it, it takes them 6 to 8 weeks to process it. Now, I had 2 different applications, because you have to be careful. Every city in South Dakota does not do out-of-state registration. There are very few states that does, and Clay County is one of them. That's the one I went to. It's in Vermilion, South Dakota, something like that. But if you go on the website, you can search through there, and they have a whole list of all of the counties in South Dakota, and you could call each one of them, and they'll tell you if they do out-of-state registration. Okay, but I know for sure Clay County does, because that's where I got mine done. So anyway, once they receive it, it takes them 6 to 8 weeks to process it. Now, I called earlier this week because I wasn't sure that I had put my telephone number and email address on the application, because I had the 2. Remember I told you? So what I did was I took the top. They were the same exact identical applications. It's just one says Clay County and one was the other county that I forgot which I had, but because I printed them both off the website. Anyway, long story short, I just took the top cover and that said Clay County, and then took the bottom half of the other one and put it together. So I wasn't sure if I had filled it out correctly, because I was going to have to do it all over again. And I was like, you know what? Nope, I just need the top part for this application. If you print it out, you'll see what I mean, because they're the exact identical. It's just one says Clay County and the other one says the other county. So I took the top part that said Clay County, because I almost sent the wrong application, because the other place did not do out-of-state registration. So anyway, when I called, I finally got through, because it's hard to reach somebody on that phone. The young lady I spoke to, she was very nice, and she said yes. She's like telling me that, oh, well, we're gonna get to yours if you can, because it got to them on January 23rd. So she's like, well, if we received it January 23rd, then by next week we should get to your that date to process your application. So I was like, well, I just want to make sure that you guys have my telephone number and email address on the paperwork. So she's like, all right, give me a second. I'm going to go pull your application. Child, she came back in less than a minute. She was like, okay, I found your application. She was like, looking over everything. She was like, yep, 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 yep. And then she looked at the application. She was like, yep, I got your phone number. She repeated my phone number. I got your email address. She called on my email address. And then she was like, and we're actually closer to this date than I thought. So you should hear from us this week. Well, on Thursday she called, but I was at work and I missed the phone call. So she left me an email. She left me a message on the phone, and then she sent me an email that reiterated the same stuff that she said to me on the phone. Now, what happens is, once they get to your number and they give you the quote, they'll give you a quote of what it costs for your registration. Now, you're going to pay $100 out of state registration fee right off the bat, and then you have to pay for all of the rest of the there's a whole bunch of fees on there. Let me tell you, they had a title fee on there, they got mailing fees on there, they got all kind of fees on there, and I'm just like, this is crazy. But when you get to the end, you have to pay for them to actually mail you your plates. So it's either like 1 week, which is like the normal mail, up into priority or express, which is 1 to 2 business days. So I paid like Thursday night, early Friday morning. I just sent the payment because they send you a link to do what is it, ACH or whatever, that debit payment, and there's a fee at $8.42 fee. So that adds on to your total. You put in the total, what's on, what they tell you that you're supposed to pay. You put that on there, then they add the $8.42 and gives you another total. Then they'll take it right off your debit card or your credit card, however you want to pay. You can also mail in a check. You can mail in a money order. That will, of course, take a little bit longer because you have to wait for them to receive your mail. And then once they receive the payment, then they will send out your plates. So I got mine today, which is Saturday. Now, another thing, I was about to tell you something and I forgot. Damn it. Oh, if they call, like say they call me on Thursday, right? I got 30 days to pay for my registration. They already had my plate number and everything. So when they send you the email, you have to put the plate number that they give you. That's your registration, the license plate number. They'll give it to you. So once your license plate comes in the mail, is that number that you had to put in when you were making that payment. So it'll tell you when it asks for the registration. So when you go on there, it asks you if you pay what you're paying for. One of the options was the registration fee. I forgot what the other one was, but you put the registration fee, and then they'll say what's your the plate number. You have to put that plate number in order to make that payment. So anyway, once they get the payment, they give you 30. Once they send you the email, they give you 30 days. It says that you got 30 days to make this payment, unless you had the car longer than 45 days. That's what it said. Because like I had Fifi, of course, longer than 45 days. So because I had her longer than 45 days, my rates could change weekly, what I had to pay. So I was like, let me just pay this right away. It could be more expensive. So one of the things they charged me was a late registration fee. And I was trying to figure out, why would they charge me that? But then I realized that I had Fifi, so long. So, and I had a temporary registration, but with the temporary registration, you still got the bill of sale. You still have the title. Is not, you don't have a new title. So it looks like I bought the vehicle, way back when I bought her, and I never did anything with her. So that's why it's okay. I don't care. At this point, I would have paid them $500 because I don't have to put Fifi through inspection to get a registration. So it came in the mail today. I got a text because I took, which, okay, when I paid for the have it within like express or priority, whatever they called it, I said, when you do it that way, they give you a tracking number. If you do the other two options, you don't get a tracking number. So I wanted a tracking number so I'll know when I'm going to get my plates. So when she sent me the email, it had the tracking number in the subject line. So I copied the tracking number and it comes USPS. So I put it in the tracking. I went to Google USPS tracking number, and then the site came up. I put the tracking number in there, and then I signed up to have them text me the information. So when it got delivered, I got a text message saying your package is delivered. So I sent it to my sister's house. When I went to my sister's house, it was there. Okay, it was in a envelope, USPS envelope. That's priority. You know those priority envelopes. It came like that. And inside was 2 plates and my registration that had 2 stickers. So they still do the stickers. But they put a sticker on the front plate and on the back plate. Front and the back. So I have my registration until March 2026. It's only for 1 year. So I'm assuming next year I should be able to renew my registration online because it's not the first time. So I'm going to get my title within 12 weeks, something like that. 12 weeks I should have my title come in the mail. So that was really awesome. I was really excited about it. I took the plates out, I put them on the van, and now, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to travel, okay? So Friday when I get off work, I'm jumping on the highway, and me, Honey, and Peanut, we are going to Delaware to Mr. Blue so we could take all of the belongings out of Mr. Blue that we want and put them in Velocity. So I'm going to remove this stuff out of here and put it in the storage so I can at least take everything out of Mr. Blue and have a space to put it. And then that way, when I come back to Connecticut, I could put in whatever I want to put in. Okay? Okay. I could use whatever it is that I want to use. But what I know for sure, that I'm going to take the stove out of Mr. Blue and I'm going to put it in here and I'm going to nail it, screw it down to the floor, because I think that is the best option for Fifi. Because the stove that I bought, guys, is standing on metal legs, but they all screwed together. And you know what happened? Because the car shakes, rocks and rolls when you're driving, the screws is falling all out. So the thing is wobbly, leaning, and it's a mess. Besides, that's a brand new stove. This is brand new too. I never used this one because I have the gas in Mr. Blue, the propane tanks in Mr. Blue. So I'm gonna go get my propane tank, and I'm gonna be able to cook. Well, I can cook now because I'm using the other stove, but it'll be more home-like. And then the sink that I love, I'm going to keep my sink. And this sink is better than the one that I have. So another thing is my sister is thinking about getting herself a minivan so she can travel. And if she does that, I'll have some things I can donate to her in her on her van life journey. Some things that might work for her that didn't work for me. You know, you try different things. Things that don't work for you might work for the next person. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting more stuffier as the day go by. As the time go by. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. So if you're having a problem registering your vehicle in your state because it won't pass inspection, this is an option. And because Velocity does not have catalyst converters, they straight piped it. It is very expensive for me to fix that. This was the best route. Okay? I mean, you still get your insurance because other states require you to have insurance to drive in their state. But South Dakota doesn't require you to have insurance to register it. So you can register it without your insurance and then get your insurance afterwards, or get it first, or however it works for you. But like I said, if you have to pass inspection and your car cannot pass inspection, this is the best way to do it. Okay? I hope that helps some of you guys, because God knows it helps me. It helped me out a lot. Okay? Because Velocity is registered and she's ready for the road. Okay? And as soon as this Friday comes, we are out of here. Okay? Just for the weekend. We're just going to go down Friday when I get off work, and then probably come back Sunday. It's like a 5-hour trip. I might stop in New Jersey and visit my dad. I haven't seen my dad since I've been back. I haven't seen my dad in almost 2 years. So I got to go and spend some time with him. So I'm probably going to stop there on Sunday on my way back, because that way I'll have all the stuff inside of here, and then I could just hang out with him, and he's only a couple hours away from Connecticut. So that will be an adventure, and I'm hoping to record as we travel. Okay, guys? Thank you for hanging out with me today, and thank you for listening to me and then allowing me to share my great news. I'm so excited and looking forward to many trips in Velocity. So, guys, you know what I'm going to tell you. Until my next video, many, many blessings. Oh, I almost forgot. How do I forget that? Don't have more faith than fear. Bye, guys.